He wasn't right when the teacher hit him. Y'all didn't ask him, was it true when the teacher hit him? All y'all adults in here, right? Y'all didn't ask him what happened when the teacher hit him?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, so nobody knows about this. I'm in PS 20 76.
You're not allowed to film
The
certain
teacher,
children in here.
the same teacher that hit my son, they got.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate your time for you stopping by and watching this video. I'm just making this video to be aware of domestic violence and also that I want to be left alone. So I'm just making this video regarding the relationship that I had with my ex. I'm going to post a video of him so you guys can see who I'm talking about. But it was an on and off again relationship. It didn't really last that long, thank God, because I woke up now and I don't stay too long in places that don't serve me or bring me joy. So I'm really appreciative about that, of learning how to cut ties and walk away from these kind of situations. So it was on again, off again. I don't even think we made it to the full year before we broke up. It was just a constant back and forth. I'm just gonna talk about the last time. So the last time we broke up, I was making oatmeal in the kitchen for my children and his son as well. The oatmeal, I put the hot oatmeal in the NutriBullet. I do not advise anyone to do that, and blend it. But when I opened it, it was hot, so it popped and burnt me. So I had second and like third degree burns. It was like all over my body, pretty much. So yeah, I asked him to come with me to the doctor. It was a big argument, had a whole attitude. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. He was like, God burnt me because I had burnt sage earlier that day in my house. And he says, oh, hyper religious, by the way, claims that he's like a saint from God, one of God's children, but don't behave in that way. Please watch out for those. I met him in a time that I was like searching for God and like wanted something to believe in, and just happened to be there. I thought we were very compatible. I don't really want to go into too much details. But yeah, the last time we broke up was because of that. I got second-degree burns. He said because I burned sage, God was punishing me. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of you talking to me crazy. Like, we're not going to keep doing that. I always advise you, act funny, I act gone. Meaning I'm not staying anywhere to deal with anything. So as soon as I feel like you're moving weird, I'm just going to leave you alone. So, and once I'm gone, I'm gone. I don't plan on returning. I don't collect exes, so I'm not friends with people. Like, I'm left alone, to be honest with you. So once it's done, it's done. And I feel like you had one job. You wanted to be my man, you couldn't do that. Well, we can't, there's nothing else for you here. Like, if you was a bad boyfriend, you're definitely gonna be a bad friend, so it makes no sense for you to still be here. So we broke up. We were continuing to like see each other back and forth because I like made it very clear, like, I'm gonna do me, but if you wanted to, you know, come back into my life, because that was the third time we broke up and I was just like so over it. It was just a lot to deal with between him and the stuff that he had going on. It was just a lot, and I just felt like I wasn't getting anything out of the relationship. I was just constantly being disrespected by him and his son. It was just too much for me. So I was just like, I'm good. But I'm like, you know, I loved them. So I was like, you know what, we'll figure it out, we'll work it out. But I was like, you want to come back in my life, I need a dryer because he's here, his kid is here. Gotta constantly wash 10 times more clothes than I would have if it was just me and mine. And then I'm like, you know, you want to blow up my phone all the time, then you need to be able to pay for my phone bill. Like, I shouldn't have to pay my phone bill. Like, you should be able to pay for the phone bill. And the fact that you're stressing me out, I want a gym membership. So if you can't give me those things, then there's no need for us to be together. So, you know, until you can present those things, you're not my man. But, you know, you're here. But I'm going to do me. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I was in school getting my license. So, it was a lot going on. It was too much. Too much. I wanted to concentrate and focus on myself. So that was in June, maybe July, that I ended things. And so we were still talking here and there and back and forth, whatever the case may be. yeah, so I didn't, talk to them until like November, June, July, so like November or something like that. I don't remember quite the amount time in between, but so yeah, he came over to my house, called me, said he wanted to have a conversation, he wanted to talk. This is in February, the day before I had clinicals. So I had clinicals that Monday, this was a Sunday. So he came over to my house. Remind you, 2 trains to get here, guys. 2 trains from where he lives to me. So he had enough time to think about all of this, contemplate this. He had enough time not to do any of this and still chose to do this. Like, these are his choices. This is just my story. And plus, I just want to be left alone. I want people to stop contacting me. I want to be released from your energy. I just want to be left alone. So this is why I'm bringing this up. So yeah, I had clinicals Monday, came over Sunday. Came over, I was like, oh, I want to talk. So I'm like, oh, you can come in, we can talk inside, no problem. He's like, no, I want to talk outside. I have a computer that someone bought me to help me get through school because he could not provide it. He's like, bring your computer outside. I'm like, I'm not bringing my computer outside. He's like, why you don't want to bring your computer outside? I'm like, I'm not bringing my computer outside. It makes sense. If we're going to have a conversation, why am I bringing my computer with me? So we go outside. I'm like, let's go sit over here. He's like, no. So this means he took time to plot out where he wanted to commit this crime, right? Found the area where he thought there was no civilian, like, cameras and stuff. So picked out an area. So then we went over, we talked, we're walking and talking. I'm like, no, I don't want to go that way. As we're walking over there, the stalker is coming down. So we're going. I'm like, no, I don't want to go that way. So we go over, we sit in this place that he picked out. He's like, you're the smartest person I've ever been with. I think you're awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what is this between me and you? And I'm like, I already told you what it is. I already told you what my standards was. Like, why now is it changing? He's like, so you're telling me. So I'm like, no. So I want to focus on myself. I want to be by myself. Like, I want to mind my business. I want to do what I have to do for me. And then he just clocks off. Bah! Punches me in my face, right? Broke my glasses. I had to get my glasses for like $400 some things, right? Popped me in my face. Boom, I fell down. He's attacking me, choking me. Like, after that, I kind of like lost some memory to what he was saying because I'm just like swinging. Remind you, he's like 6 something. He's fucking huge. So he's swinging. I was thrown off because I wasn't expecting it from him. Like, woman beater never came across my mind with him. Like, not to say that I didn't put it past him, because I do think he has some like type of mental issues going on or whatever. So I would like, but because I felt like he cared enough about his son, he wouldn't jeopardize losing his child to do some weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my mind was thinking. But anyway, so he clocks off, hit me in my face. He's on top of me, choking me, right? So I'm hitting him. Get over him. I'm like running from him. All of this is happening. The stalker's down the block watching us. So I'm going through all of this in my house, right? I'm going through all of this, like not getting proper sleep. I'm working, I'm going to school, and I'm taking care of my kids. He knew I had clinicals the day before all of this. He was very aware. 2 trains to come over here to my house. So he's doing all of this. The stalker's down the block watching. I get over him. I'm running. I run to the parking lot. They refuse to help. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody helps me. The whole time, nobody gives a fuck. Get to the, I'm running from him, running from my phone with 911. I'm calling 911, whatever. I run, get to the precinct. I want to be very clear. I call the cops because it's what I'm supposed to do. I will never go to law enforcement with the idea that they're going to do right by me. Never. Never have I ever went to the police and thinking they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Even in this situation, any situation, just because of the relationship that I've had with the police since I was younger, with any type of authority figure when it came to me since I was like 12, you know what I'm saying? So never. So I want to make it clear. I call because it's the right thing to do. I don't call because I expect them to save me or do right by me. Make that clear. Plus it's paperwork. I learned from a long time ago that everything needs to be documented, or it will come back to bite you in the ass. So I have to document every single thing. So long story short, I get to the precinct. They do what they do, take pictures, whatever. Still haven't arrested him, by the way. So he's still out. There's a warrant out for his arrest. I have filed a restraining order. Restraining order cannot be served until he's arrested, and they haven't served him yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah. So then I come home, and Mr. Stalker, since he saw me get my ass kicked by someone that was supposed to be defending me, right? That's the crazy thing. A man will go to jail because of you, but not for you. You understand what I'm saying? They'll go to jail for doing some weird shit to you, but they won't go to jail to protect you because a man is doing something to you. You understand what I'm saying? So make that very clear. So yeah, I come home. Of course, the stalker's hype. He's so happy. He's like, oh my God. So they're banging and jabbing and doing all this extra stuff. What I'm proud of in this moment, when it came to myself, I did not shed a tear. And I still hold that, right? Because, like, I wasn't hurt. I was more of relieved. Like, thank God this nigga got away from me. Like, I didn't have to break up with him. Like, this right here, like, clarified. Like, I would never fuck with you again, right? Like, it's the first time he ever put his hands on me, and it's the last time. Because there's no rekindling anything, any type of relationship, right? Like, I've healed enough to know that when things are not for you, you need to leave. Like, I'm a firm believer that I'm okay with being a lonely bitch. I'm saying that real clear. I'm okay with being a lonely female. I do not have to have anyone, right? It's never that serious. If I never get into another relationship, never that serious. If I never get another friend, it's not that serious. There is nothing in this world that will hold me now, right? Like, I'm not gonna say I'm sitting here like I have a perfect. I've done things, I've been in relationships I shouldn't have been, should have left sooner. It's a lot of things that I dealt with that I shouldn't have dealt with, right? And that's what the progress of healing has done for me. I've been to therapy, I've worked on myself, and I feel like okay in this point in my life. Like, I'm okay with just being by myself. I don't have to have friends. Nobody gotta be around me. Like, when I say I ride solo, I go out solo, like, I'm good. Like, it's never that serious. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be by myself than having to beg and choose and pick and just be with somebody just to say I have somebody laying next to a person that don't even like me, messing around and kill me 30, 40 years, and it's too much. And I'd rather just lay in my bed by myself and know that I ain't gonna kill myself because the motherfucker don't love me. Yeah, it's too much. I don't got time for it. So, like I said, they still have not arrested him. But I don't know if it's a good thing, if my face is kind of hard or my glasses kind of like dulled the punch. But when he clocked me, it just bruised. Like, it wasn't noticeable, right? So, like, I was good. Like, I went to clinicals. Of course, I graduated, passed my test, got my license. So nothing really stopped in that moment. And I feel like ever since then, since I let that situation go, my life has been nothing but better. Like I said, it didn't leave a bruise, thank God. I don't know if the punch was weak, my face was hard. I'm not really sure what that was about, but thank God, nothing. Like, I didn't have to really worry about too much. I haven't even shared this story with anybody besides my therapist and one of my classmates. And that was like after we graduated, so I didn't even, you know what I'm saying, share that right away. But I'm just letting y'all know, right? Like, you don't have to stay anywhere just because you feel lonely. Like, don't ever be so desperate for love that you'll be chasing behind somebody that don't care about you. And if they made it very clear that they don't care about you, you need to leave them people alone. And I always say, you know what I'm saying, 3 strikes, you're out. Like, the first time is a conversation. The second time is like, hey, you remember we talked about that and you're still doing it, I feel some type of way. And then third time is like, hey, ain't no conversation because I already had those conversations with you. So now I'm just gonna ghost you, block you, and I'm gonna keep it pushing because who you think you're talking to? That's just my thing. It's like what about me makes you think it's okay for you to constantly disrespect me, and then you think I'm gonna show up the same way that I showed up for you before. And I've learned that. I've done it. And I've had it done to me. So I've learned with, like I said, with my healing process, that those things are not right. Like, you can't say things and expect them to get, you know, like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just mad. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, you already said it's out there now, and now I'm entitled to feel how I feel about it. So, like I said, that's why I watch my mouth. That's why I don't do too much. I be hanging around too many people. But I'm just sharing a story to be aware. Like, you deserve better. Don't let anyone try to manipulate you to thinking that abuse is love, that disrespect is love, and that they can buy you things and keep you there. You gotta learn how to stand for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let anybody, and I mean anybody. And the fact is, I have 2 female children at home. Well, I look like letting a man beat on me in front of my kids. I'm at the point in my life now where I'm trying to lead by example. That means I'm trying to get up and go to work, and I voice the fact that, you know, depression and mental health. Like, my kids, we talk about all of that. My kids are aware of everything. We have conversations so that way they can process it with me, and this way I can give them things that they're able to do to develop those things and not, you know, be better. Like, if my child is depressed, she's in therapy. You know, we doing things. We're following regimens so that way she knows how to deal with these things now when she's around me. So that way when they go off into the real world, this is not something that is going to be hard for them because their mother already gave them the steps to get better. So in order for me to get the steps, I also have to become better. So like I said, you're worthy of love. Don't let anybody play with you. You guys have a good time. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Ow.